And we'll get started. Soles of our feet together, knees out wide. Starting to move down on our backs. And before we do, I'm going to go ahead and ring the gong to start practice. And then, as I said, soles of our feet together, knees out wide. Starting to connect with the breath. Breathing into a 4 count, holding to a 4 count, and exhaling to a 4 count. And as you breathe, breathe in through the belly, up through the ribs, the lungs, all the way to the tops of your throats. And then exhale in the opposite direction from the tops of your throats down through the ribs, the lungs, all the way to your bellies, as though you're wringing water from a washcloth, bringing navel into spine. Again, perhaps place your right hands on your bellies and your left hands on your hearts to track the breath as it moves through your bodies. And let's begin. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. Again, inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. One more time. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. Now allow the breathing to come naturally into its own rhythm. Allow the warmth of your breath to go to any area of your body that is tense or sore, and allow the breath to relieve the tension or soreness that is there. Imagine your breath gathering up all of the tension and soreness in your bodies and breathing it out so that you begin to feel peaceful and relaxed. Any distracting thoughts or feelings that you may have, allow them to be sent out with the breath. And as you breathe, allow yourselves to go deeper and deeper into this state of calm, knowing that you are in control at all times. Connect with a personal intention for this practice. That intention could be physical, mental, or spiritual. And it could be for you or for someone you love. Seal that intention with one deep inhale and one deep exhale. Good job. Inhale those knees and arms to center. Exhale, knees to the left, arms to the right. Look over your right shoulder and breathe. Opening up those right obliques, releasing toxins as you do. again and smile. It's Wednesday, halfway through the week. We got rain again last night, which is always so exciting. Inhale back to center. Exhale, knees to the right, arms to the left. Look over your left shoulder and breathe again, opening up those left obliques. Breathing in and out. Inhale back to center. Wrap your arms around your knees. Grab opposite elbows. Rock back and forth. Massage your lower backs and your kidneys as you do. Good job. And then grab onto your insteps. Drag your knees down towards your shoulder blades. Push up with your feet. Pull down with your hands. In happy baby. Again, rocking back and forth, massaging your lower backs and your kidneys. And then from here, extend your legs upward. Flex your feet. Draw your arms up overhead. Allow your legs to fall down to a 45-degree angle as you inhale. And exhale as you draw those knees in, crunch it out. Inhale back. Exhale, crunch it out. Inhale back. Exhale, crunch it out. Inhale back. Exhale, crunch it out. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Slowly and with purpose, inhale back. Exhale forward. 5 more if you're with us. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. 2 more if you're with us. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. And exhale forward. Good job. Wrap your arms around your knees. Grab opposite elbows. Rock back and forth. Massage your lower backs and your kidneys as you do. Inhale first. And then exhale as you extend your legs down to the end of the mat. Again, roll over onto your left side. Left elbow, left palm of your hand down. We're moving into infinity pose. Inhale that right knee in, grab your instep. Exhale, extend above you. Drag that right shoulder back and down, breathing in and out. Again, opening up as much as possible, maybe grabbing onto your calf muscle, dragging it towards you if this is in your practice. Wherever you are is perfect. Inhale that right knee in. Exhale down to the end of the mat. Roll over onto the right side, right elbow, right palm of your hand down. Inhale that left knee in, grab your instep. Exhale, extend above you. Again, dragging that left shoulder back and down. Breathing in and out. In infinity pose, maybe grabbing on to your calf muscle, dragging your leg towards you. Inhale that left knee in. Exhale down to the end of the mat. Roll over onto your backs. Draw those knees in. Spinal rolls from shoulder to tailbone and back again, allowing each vertebra to come back into alignment. We'll do 3 or 4 of these. And arrive at the tops of our mats in Sukhasana. Simple seated pose, crisscross applesauce. And again, drag your shoulders back and down. Again, releasing any tension that you may have in them. And again, it was really wonderful to be hearing about Lindsay. Lindsay was explaining how these chakras are all interconnected and they're all similar to beautiful balls of light that are spinning inside of us of different colors. And the important thing is to try to link them through the airway, through the breath. Again, allowing us to feel balanced, to feel grateful and compassionate as well. And also to tap into our intuition, which starts here at our solar plexus. That beautiful yellow ball of light that's spinning inside of us. And of course, our heart chakra. I wore green last night, which is so important when we're healing. So let's go ahead and ground again through that root chakra. Beautiful crimson red color spinning inside between the coccyx and the pubic bone. Grounding as well through the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra, as she explained, is the chakra that allows us to give birth. It's the one that obviously is probably the most important chakra of all, because this is where we originate. Both of these chakras form a triangle as they're spinning that points up towards that green heart chakra. Sending all of that energy up towards your heart so that you can use that beautiful energy to heal and to heal others as well. And again, as you breathe in, maybe think Om, as she was saying last night. Peace, and then as you breathe out, think Ah, which is the Tibetan word for love. So, as you breathe out, just let everything out, saying Ah. And that vibration should help you to be able to interconnect those different chakras. Let's go ahead and inhale both arms all the way up. Inhaling gratitude for yourself and for others. And exhale as you draw those hands to Anjali Mudra, releasing whatever might be stopping you from being as happy as you can today. Just let it go. You can think about it later. Inhale all the way up. Inhaling love. Love for yourself. Love for others. Beautiful green color. And then exhale as you release any fear that you may have. Let it go. Inhale all the way up. This time, inhaling forgiveness. Forgiveness for yourself. Forgiveness for others. And exhale as you draw those hands to Anjali Mudra. Again, releasing whatever does not serve you. Good job. And then from here, let's go ahead and inhale first. Exhale as you extend that right leg. We're moving into gatekeeper. Flex your right foot. Inhale that left arm up and over. As you slide your right arm down. Finding those right toes in gatekeeper. Again, dragging that left shoulder back and down. Opening up those left obliques. Left hip back and down as you do in gatekeeper. Inhale back to center. Exhale first. Inhale both arms all the way up. Exhale, fold forward, hinge at the hips. Reach, 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 reach. Fingertips come down. Hearts come down. Third eye comes down. Again, keep pointing your toes to the ceiling. Your knee is to the ceiling. In humbly bowing gatekeeper. Inhale as you walk those hands back again. Exhale as you walk them to the left, grabbing onto your left knee with your right hand. Draw that left hand back, shoulders back and down, opening your hearts to the side wall through the breath. Inhale, that left arm up and over. Find those right toes. Again, in twisted Janu Shirshasana. Opening up that whole left side. Breathing in and out. Inhale, that right arm through. Exhale down to traditional Janu Shirshasana, chin to shin. And again, maybe place that left hand over your left kidney. Breathing into your kidney, puffing it out, keeping it healthy as you do. Inhale as you walk those hands back again. Exhale as you bend your knee. Inhale first. Exhale as you extend that left leg, flexing your foot again. We're moving into gatekeeper. Inhale that right arm up and over as you slide that left arm down. And again, opening up that right shoulder, right hip, right obliques as you do. Breathing into your obliques, releasing toxins. Inhale back to center. Exhale first. Inhale both arms all the way up. And exhale as you fold forward, hinge at the hips, reach, 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 reach. Fingertips come down, hearts come down, third eye comes down. Again, in humbly bowing gatekeeper, breathing in and out. Maybe place your third eye on the mat or the floor, rocking it back and forth, opening up your intuition as you do. Inhale as you walk those hands back again. Exhale as you walk your hands to the right, grabbing onto your right knee with your left hand. Drag that right hand back. Open up your shoulders to the side wall. Again, in twisted gatekeeper. And then inhale, that right arm up and over. Find those left toes. In twisted Janu Shirshasana. Again, opening up that whole right side as you do. Draw that left elbow through, and then exhale down into traditional Janu Shirshasana. Maybe placing that right hand over your right kidney, Forcing the breath into your kidney, breathing in and out. Inhale as you walk those hands back again. Exhale as you bend your knee. Again, coming back into Sukhasana. And then from here, place your fingertips on the mat. Inhale that right arm up. Bend your elbow. Find that space between your shoulder blades. Inhale that left arm up. Grab your right elbow and exhale over to the left. Again, looking up towards the right, opening up that right shoulder as you do, and smile. Inhale both arms all the way up, and exhale down. Inhale that left arm up. Exhale as you bend your elbow, finding that space between your two shoulder blades. Inhale that right arm up. Find your left elbow and exhale over to the right. Again, looking up to the left, opening up that left shoulder, breathing in and out. Inhale both arms all the way up. And exhale down. Good job. Place your hands on the mat, roll up into table. In table, our shoulders are above our wrists, our hips are above our knees, and if we look between our legs, we shouldn't see our feet. I'm going to go ahead and tuck in my shirt. And again, first of all, let's go ahead and inhale to cow. Again, dragging your spines down, looking up towards your third eye, opening up your hearts as you do. Exhale, bending your elbows as you transition, dragging your spines upward, gazing at your navels. Inhale, again to cow. And exhale to cat. One more time. Inhale to cow. And exhale to cat. Good job. Come down on your elbows one at a time. Again, we're in puppy pose. Dragging our hearts down towards the mat. The palms of our hands are on the mat. Again, breathing in and out. Opening up that lower back region as much as possible. Maybe walk those arms forward. Again, into heart to mat pose if this is in your practice, but don't feel like you have to. This is only if you want to. Again, opening up our hearts through the breath. Inhale as you walk those hands back again. And then curl your toes under, sit back on your heels, make infinity symbols with your wrists. Again, we're opening up our wrists, opening up our toes and our ankles as we do. Sorry. And then if you'd like to, you can draw those arms up overhead. Drag your tailbones in, shoulders back and down in the Utthita. Arms are up by your ears. Maybe draw those hands behind you, fingertips touch, pushing your fingertips up towards the crowns of your heads. Again, in Anjali Mudra, behind your backs, interlacing your thumbs, opening up your shoulders, your wrists, your fingers, your toes, and your ankles as you do. Keep breathing. Your breath is your power. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rock forward on your elbows and slap up your toes. And then come back up again, curling your toes under. We're going into camel. Again, I know it's everybody's favorite, right? I love camels though, and we have one right down the street, and I think she's gonna have a baby, so this is very, very exciting for me. So this is in honor of this beautiful camel that's down the street from us. It was stuck in the rain the other night. She has a little shelter outside, which can't cover much of her. I mean, it's fairly big, but when the rain is coming down like that, I don't think it can. I would just love to go in there and pet her, but I'm not sure if the owners would be very happy with me. So I haven't pet her yet, and she's mostly just lying down, which I think means that she's pregnant. So let's go ahead and inhale those arms all the way up. Inhaling gratitude again. Exhale as you draw your hands to your lower back. And again, walking those hands down your thighs, finding your heels. Again, opening your hearts in camel. Make sure that you don't allow your head to pop back. Keep your neck safe. Heart opener. Release that left hand and then the right. And then place the tops of your feet on the mat. And again, I just want to say they also have buffalo. They have white buffalo as well. They also have buffalo babies too, which is really cute. They also have longhorn cattle. They have tons of little cows that they use the calves for roping, which makes me very sad. But it's really fun to go by there. They have a gorgeous palomino horse. They have so many animals. Anyway, inhale both arms all the way up. Exhale as you draw your hands back again to your lower backs, walking them down, finding your heels, pushing your hearts towards your third eye. Again, keep your neck safe. Don't allow your head to pop back. In camel. Release your left hand and then the right. And then move forward. This time we're going to place our toes together, knees as wide as the mat. Inhale first. Exhale down again to Balasana with Baddha Konasana knees. Counter pose to camel. Breathing in and out. So this ranch is called Jewel of the Creek, and it's down off of Cahaba Ranch in case anybody wants to drive by and see these animals that are all new because they came about a month ago. So it's really exciting to take a walk and get to see them all the time. In fact, they have some very cute Belgian Shepherds, and we used to have a Belgian Shepherd, but a Glendale that had long black hair, but who come and they just bring you balls, they bring you sticks, they want you to throw sticks for them, and they want to follow us home, so we always have to get them back to the ranch. Inhale back up again into table, and then from here curl your toes under. Inhale first, exhale all the way back to down dog again. Maybe walking the dog if this is in your practice. Flattening out your backs, dragging your hearts towards your thighs as far as you can to open those hearts. And again, lifting your tailbones up towards the heavens. Pressing that area between your index finger and thumb into the mat, taking the pressure off of your wrists, which is important as well. Again, maybe walking the dog, lifting first one heel and then the other. Inhale that right leg all the way up, three-legged dog split. Exhale, swing it through to a lunge. Plant that back foot, 45-degree angle. Inhale up to Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Again, drag those arms back beside your ears. Pinky fingers in. Fierce warriors. Good job. Exhale. Virabhadrasana 2. And again, that back foot should be parallel with the front of the mat. Looking towards the future. So our right arm is reaching towards the future. Our bodies are squarely in the present. And our left arm is in the past. Looking towards the future. Reach, 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 reach. Palm up. Exalt that warrior. Lift your hearts to the sky. Release toxins as you do. Exhale back. Straighten your front leg. And then from here, reach, 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 as far as you can, even farther. And then burst into Trikonasana. Remember to drag that left hip back, right hip forward. We're squaring our hips to the side wall, shoulders to the side wall as well. In Trikonasana. Good job. And then from here, bend your front knee, coming into side angle. Rotate that left arm around and forward. Reaching towards that third eye, feeling that energy coursing from the left side of your foot through your fingertips. Open up, north and south. Take a wrap. Possibly take a bind, reach under and grab wherever you can on that left arm, opening your hearts to the side wall. Good job. Open up once again. And then from here, if this is in your practice, plant that right hand out in front of you. Lift that left leg. Flex your foot to the wall. Again, we're moving into Ardha Chandrasana. Left hand goes up, or take a bind. If this is in your practice, wherever you are is perfect. Maybe lift that right hand, coming into a balanced position. Again, if this is in your practice, don't feel like you have to. Wherever you are is perfect. In standing half moon. Release your foot. Bend that front knee, tip yourselves back to Virabhadrasana 2. If you're on the mats, look down. Inhale up to Virabhadrasana 2. Cartwheel those arms down. Kick that right leg all the way back. Three-legged dog split as high as you can. And then go through your vinyasa. Or meet us in down dog. Good job. Walking the dog. Inhale through your noses, side out. Inhale. Good job. Inhale that left leg all the way up as high as you can. Three-legged dog split. Exhale as you swing it through to a lunge. And then plant that back foot, 45-degree angle. Inhale up to Virabhadrasana 1. Arms are beside your ears, pinky fingers in, sitting down in your warrior, fierce warriors. Good job. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Check that back foot. It should be parallel with the front of the room. Excuse me. Yes, parallel with the front of the room. Reach, 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 reach. Palm up. Exalt that warrior. Lift your hearts to the sky. Exhale back. Straighten that front leg. Again, right hip back, left hip forward. Reach, 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 reach. Then burst. Into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Again, keep pulling that right hip back, left hip forward. Good job. Bend your front knee, coming into side angle. Rotate your right arm around and forward. forward again, shooting energy out those fingers. Open up once again, take a wrap. Possibly take a bind. Grab on wherever you can on that right arm, opening your hearts to the sidewall through the breath. Open up once again, and then look towards the front of your mat. Tip yourselves, plant that left hand, lift that right arm, lift that right leg, flex your foot to the wall in Ardha Chandrasana, standing half moon. Again, you can be either here, you can also grab onto your foot, your ankle, in a bind. You can also maybe work at lifting that left hand off of the mat if you'd like to in a balance. Wherever you are is perfect. Release that right foot. Bend your left knee. Tip yourselves back to Virabhadrasana 2. If you're still in side angle, look down. Inhale up to Virabhadrasana 2. Cartwheel those arms down. Kick that left leg all the way back as high as you can. Three-legged dog split. And go through your vinyasa. Or meet us in down dog. Good job. Walking the dog. Inhale through your noses. Side out. Inhale. Good job. And then from here, let's go ahead and inhale that right leg all the way up as high as you can. Three-legged dog split. Exhale as you swing it to the top left of your mat. Right knee down, left knee down, left top of foot down. Inhale as you walk your hands back. Maybe take Venus Mudra if this is in your practice. And exhale as you humbly bow yourselves. Coming down onto that left cheek as you do. Again, breathing in and out. We're in humbly bowing, resting pigeon. You can be on your left cheek, you can be on your right cheek, you can be on your elbows. Allowing your wrists to fall towards the center of the room with gravity, opening up your shoulders. Draw them back toward your waist before you release. And again, we're allowing any unwanted emotion that we may be storing on that right hip to melt into the mat, into the floor, into the earth below, where it is recycled, regenerated as positive, healing energy. Right back at you. Inhale as you walk those hands back again. Coming off on that right hip. Swing your left leg all the way around. Left foot is parallel to your right thigh. Bring that right foot in and that right elbow in. Inhale that left arm up and around. Find your right hip crease. Possibly take a bind. Dragging those shoulders back and down. Opening your hearts to the sidewall in the Mariandrasana twist. Releasing toxins. Massaging our internal organs. Good job. Inhale back to center. Extend your legs and shake them out. And now we'll move into Malasana, yogi squat. And again, lots and lots of things to remember in yogi squat, which is really funny. Again, hands at Anjali Mudra. All four corners of your feet are growing into the mat. Lift your toes, drag your tailbones in, shoulders back and down, flat backs, lifting the crowns of your heads towards the heavens as you do. Or you can join us in Bakasana. We'll go ahead and move into Bakasana, crow pose, raven pose, blackbird pose. Again, lifting our toes after finding that sweet spot. Let's do 25, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. And again, when we do this Bakasana, we're working on our core strength, arm strength, and bone density, which is important for us, that bone density especially. All of those things are important though. And then from here, place your let's go ahead and inhale from our root chakra all the way up to our crown chakra and exhale down again. Again, inhaling from the belly all the way up and then washing that breath through you after. Inhale and then exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Good job. Place your hands on the mat. Inhale halfway up to Ardha Tadasana. Take a giant step back with your right foot. Walk that left foot all the way across. Left knee down, right top of foot down. Inhale as you walk your hands back. Maybe take Venus Mudra. And exhale down again, humbly bowing yourselves. Coming down on that right cheek this time. In humbly bowing, resting pigeon. Again, this should feel really good. We're releasing any unwanted emotion that you may be storing on that left hip. We're also opening up your shoulders as much as possible, but be gentle with yourselves. And you can be here, draw those wrists back down to your waist before you release. You can be here, you can be on your left cheek, you can be on your elbows, you can be on your backs, wherever you are is perfect. We're opening up that left hip, releasing any unwanted emotions that you may be storing there. Breathing in and out. Slowly inhale as you walk those hands back again. Coming off on that left hip, swing that right leg all the way around. Right foot is parallel to your left thigh. Bring that left foot in and that left elbow in. Inhale that right arm up and around. Find that left hip crease. Possibly take a bind in the Mariandrasana twist. Again, opening your hearts to the side wall through the breath. Releasing toxins, massaging our internal organs. Inhale back to center. Bend your knees. Soles of your feet are on the mat. Arms are out on either side. Inhale first. Exhale inch by inch. Vertebra by vertebra down to the mat. And when you get there, draw those knees in for a much deserved hug. Rock back and forth. Massage your lower backs and your kidneys. Take your block in hand. Place your heels just below your sit bone. Inhale as you push your hips up, placing the block underneath your sacrum on the highest, second, or levels, wherever you are is perfect. Possibly walk your feet out, draw those arms up overhead. Again, in a T formation or a mushroom formation. Draw those arms back overhead. Walk your feet in. Inhale as you push your hips up, releasing the block, and exhale all the way down. Draw your knees in for a hug. And then from here, allow your legs to go straight up if you'd like to. Again, or if this is, if you'd like to go farther in your practice, move into a shoulder stand. We're allowing the circulation to go back down to our vital organs, back down to our brains. In shoulder stand, walking those shoulders under as much as possible. Possibly draw your toes overhead if you have room. Again, into halasana or plow pose. Maybe bend your knees, placing them around your ears in ear pressure pose or snail pose. And then inch by inch, vertebra by vertebra, coming back down to the mat. Draw your knees in for a hug, rock back and forth. And then exhale, that right leg all the way down. Inhale your left arm all the way up. And then exhale as you push your left knee over to the right. Look over your left shoulder. Full body twist, releasing whatever may remain in those left obliques. Inhale back to center. Draw those knees in. Give yourselves a hug. And then exhale that left leg down. Inhale your right arm up overhead. And then exhale as you push your right knee over to the left. Look over your right shoulder and breathe. Again, opening up those right obliques as you do. Inhale back to center. Draw those knees in for a hug. Rock back and forth. Inhale through your noses, sigh it out. Inhale. One more time. Inhale. And with that intention, allow your legs to come out as wide as the mat or wider. Arms are down beside your torso. Palms are up to receive, down to ground. Starting to relax. Relax your toes, relax your feet, relax your ankles. Relax your calves, relax your knees, relax your thighs. Relax your hips, relax your torsos. Relax your fingers. Relax your hands, relax your wrists, relax your forearms. Relax your elbows, relax your upper arms, relax your shoulders. Relax your necks, relax your jaws, relax your cheeks. Relax your foreheads. Relax the crowns of your heads. Just relax. Start to bring movement back to your fingers and your toes by wiggling your toes and maybe touching each finger with your thumb. Reach your arms overhead, extend through your feet, giving yourselves a full body stretch and filling your lungs with your breath. Then exhale as you draw those knees in for one final compassionate hug, rocking back and forth, massaging your lower backs and your kidneys. slowly roll over to the right side in the fetal position and remain here for a few breaths. Then using the strength of your arms, come back to a seated position, facing the front of the room. Legs are crossed, hands are in Anjali Mudra, heads are bowed in honor of your practices. From the place deep in my soul that I know to be pure and true, I bow to and honor that same place that resides within each of you. Thank you so much for coming to practice yoga with me on this very beautiful Wednesday. Hopefully we'll get some more rain in the coming days. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and I will see you tomorrow. Namaste. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and ring the gong to end practice. And thank you for being here. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording.